Hey, YA. We are in the book of Titus today. At the very beginning of each of Paul's letters, he starts out with these really rich introductions and greetings. And so if you were skipping over those for any reason, you definitely need to go back and reread it because they are filled with a lot of wisdom and a lot of insight. And that's one of the areas that I'm going to focus on today. But I want to first tell you a little bit about what is going on here in the book of Titus. Titus is a co-worker of Paul's, and Paul and Titus went together to the island of Crete to preach the gospel. And Paul left, but he told Titus, hey, you need to stay there and you really need to help these people because they need a lot of help. The people of Cretans, did not have a great reputation. And so Paul is writing this letter to Titus to tell him how to appoint leaders, to run the churches there in Crete, and also how to deal with people who may be preaching falsely or who are still really hung up on Jewish traditions such as circumcision. And so Paul is writing this letter to Titus while Titus is there on the island of Crete in order to encourage him. And I love how he starts off this letter. So I just want to read this to you. This is from Titus chapter 1, okay? This letter is from Paul, a slave of God, an apostle of Jesus Christ. I have been sent to proclaim faith to those God has chosen and to teach them to know the truth that shows them how to live godly lives. So what teaches us how to live godly lives? The truth, God's truth. This truth gives them confidence that they have eternal life, which God, who does not lie, promised them before the world began. Don't you love that? The truth gives them confidence that they have eternal life, which God promised to them before the world began. I know I've probably said this before, but anytime I see certain things in nature or things like that, I'm always telling my kids, look at that beautiful sunrise or that beautiful sunset or this amazing snow. God created that. God created each snowflake. And he even just created the idea of beauty. And when he did that, he thought of you. And Paul's kind of alluding to that here, that the truth, the truth gives them confidence that they have eternal life, which God, who does not lie, promised them before the world began, meaning that God knew that he wanted you to be his child even before the world began. And he sent Jesus Christ to redeem us so that you can have that faith and that hope. And all throughout the book of Titus also, he's talking about grace, that it's nobody's righteous works that is leading to their salvation, but it is God's grace alone that leads to salvation. And so he's also telling Titus, to sternly warn the people who might be arrogant. He's also encouraging him that the older women should teach the younger women and the older men should teach the younger men. And he has a lot of great encouragements here. But I just wanted to really emphasize that Paul starts his letters with a lot of encouragement. And that is exactly what Titus needed, because Titus was here on the island of Crete and he was probably having a hard time with these people. So I just want to encourage you guys as you are out and you are sharing your faith with others or just walking with Christ on a daily basis. Be encouraged because you have been selected by Christ from the foundation of the earth to carry out his good works, and you accomplish those because of God's grace. So grace be with you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.